Hey folks, Haley's here. It's August. You know what that means. It's time to start assessing your Halloween decorations and getting ready for the new year. We got all kinds of great plans. We looked at a tutorial online called The Monster in a Box, and it seems pretty exciting. We still got a lot of mosquitoes out this time of year, so it's going to be a lot of bites as we're building it, but it's going to be fun. Monster in a Box, we're going to do a pneumatic system. I've ordered the Peekaboo controller from Bright Props already, so I expect that to be in any time. So I'm going to make a couple of tutorials as I'm going along, just kind of show you what I'm doing, and hope you enjoy them. Take care. Well, one thing is when you're on the internet, you're looking at all the different samples of the monsters in the box. You'll see there's varying levels of quality, that's for sure. There's people out there that really know what they're doing with woodwork, and then there's me. I'm not so good at woodwork. Decided to go with these pallets. I went to my local Home Depot and I checked with them, and they said they were all garbage, so I took them. And the whole idea of why I wanted to go with this is it's got that nice weathered look. So it'll look like the box just came off a crate or something when it's finished. It'll give that worn, torn kind of look, not like new and finished and professional, all that kind of stuff. So the first step was to take the pallets apart, make them into individual boards, and then I cut them down to lengths of 30 inches and 24 inches. And from there I started to build the frames. So this would be the front and the back of the box, and then tomorrow I'll finish the left and right side. But I used the brat nailer just to simply secure the edges all along there. So that was a lot easier than I thought I was going to have to screw them all. But that was kind of a neat little finished look. And when I'm done, the whole thing will be secured to this big crate, and it'll be held down with chain, so it'll allow it to bounce as the pneumatics are moving it up and down. Well, we've had 2 days of crappy weather, a lot of hail and rain, so it's given me an opportunity to keep working on my box. And I've got the 4 sides all finished now and put together. One thing I did is I made it actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. This is 30 inches wide by 24 inches, 30 inches by 24 inches. And I think I probably could have gone more like a 24 by 16. I think it's just going to be excessively big and heavy to be transporting around. But yeah, the net effect is it'll definitely scare some people along. So now I'm working on the top and the bottom. So the latch and then the base is going to hold the fog machines and all the lights. So stay tuned. Okay, so I just wanted to show this step to you here. What I did was I cut all the pieces down for the top so they fit the right dimension. I did the 1x2 strip, and I brat nailed it down to the first board, so it's kind of loose on that right now. And then I just roughly positioned each one of them across the whole length. And then the other one is brat nailed on the other end too. So but now they're all positioned over the top of the box, it'll make it really easy for me to cut the 1x2 strip that goes across either end, here and here, brat nail them down, flip it over, brat nail from the other side, and then it's nice and secure. So the advantage of doing this is I was able to leave character cracks through it, because there's going to be a red light on the inside of it, and you want the red light to show through when the machine triggers, just to add to that eerie kind of effect. But all in all, the box is shaping up pretty nicely. I have to say I'm pretty proud, because this would be quite possibly the first wooden thing I've ever made in my life. Probably not the most squarest box, but it's going to scare the bejesus out of a whole bunch of kids. So yeah, thanks. Hey everybody, Haley's here. It's getting pretty late here. It's still raining, it's crappy out, but I've made some really good progress tonight. I'm actually very, very excited how this thing's come along. So I got the lid on the box, I've got the frame where I'm going to be putting a kind of a cage, and then some black mesh behind it so you can't see through, kind of get the idea that the animal is caged. I found these really cool little U-bolts, so it saved me a bunch of money, and I'll attach the chain link through here. And so then they just simply screw in and bolt, but it looks like it's a very secure kind of feature. But I'm kind of, you know, I'm really terribly happy how this thing turned out. Like I said, this is my first wooden thing I've ever made, and it's shaping up very nicely.